Ask yourself, why do you do that? Why do you feel like that? What is going to happen if you really use your time for yourself? Cutting out everything else that is not going to benefit you. Hi guys, my name is Emma and welcome to my channel. This is my 6 practical things you can do to improve your self-confidence instantly, okay? I do whenever I feel I lost my self-confidence, or I did some years ago when I started to rebuild myself completely from scratch. And some of them are physical, some of them are mental and about energy and how do you treat yourself. So stick with me, because for me, those things changed everything. Like, how do I think about myself, how others perceive me, and how do I live in my own skin and my own life. 1, take care of your whole body. Some parts you'll never touch because you don't like them, like your feet, your face, your back. You need to take care of your whole body. You need to reconnect to your whole body, because if you don't, in your mind, you always have something wrong, that you are, because the perception of that area that you don't touch, that you don't take care of, is going to make yourself feel worse about yourself. It's going to make you lack on self-confidence. So take care of your whole body. And if you have some areas where you don't like how you look or how you feel them, don't ignore them. Just work on them, especially on them, okay? And I don't care what you're going to do. If it's laser, if it's cream, if it's just meditate and bring attention to that particular part, Botox, do whatever. Just take care of your whole body. Okay. 2 is take care of your fascia, because if your fascia is thick or stressed, you're never gonna look good. No matter what you do, take care of your fascia, okay? Research online, find something that works for you. Lymphatic drainage, do whatever. Just take care of your fascia. Works. Okay, this one is more a mental thing that I've realized recently. As a people pleaser, I tend to, in my mind, I have to care about people as soon as they care about me. Like, even if it's not true, like they want my energy and are kind towards me and pretend or truly are interested about me and care about me in some way, I instantly felt like guilty in the past, and I instantly felt I needed to care in the same way towards them. But no, that's not how life works. Like, yes, you have to be kind, you have to be respectful, but if someone is interested in me, I don't have to be interested in them in the same way, because you're pretending and you're forcing yourself, and that never work. And you end up in a situation where you're drained because you have to make an effort to show people interest and to show people love, where you don't actually are feeling it. And it's okay. It's okay to not like people as much as they like you. And I always feel in a position of power when I feel like that, and I don't like it, because I don't like it. The minute I don't accepting that, I came back in my energy, in my body, and everything starts flow again, So you don't have to. Just let them love you and be kind and respectful, but don't pretend you care about them in the same way they are interested in you if you don't. I don't have to automatically force myself to kneel down. Keep your place. Keep your crown. Let them love you. You are the one who's valuable. You are. Accept that. Okay. The other thing is don't do things you don't want to do. Just don't. You need to know what do you want to do. Like, what do you like to do? You don't have to do things that you don't really like, except work. If you have to maintain a job that you don't like, probably you'll have to do that. But except that, you don't really have to do anything. So don't. Respect yourself enough to do what you need to do to feel good. Because if you keep doing things you don't like, to people pleasing others, to just fit in, you're never going to be happy and you'll waste energy you actually can use to do something you really like, you know? I used to be sick my whole life, very sick. And as soon as I started to get better, thanks to a medicine that came out a few years ago, I started to do this and that. And I was running around like crazy. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this to yourself? I didn't want to go shopping. I didn't want to go out with friends. I didn't have so much friends, but I felt I have to, you know, I have to go to the pool. I have to do sports because I couldn't, but I didn't actually enjoy those things. I just wanted to rest and heal and take care of my body and just starting slowly to reconnect to myself. But I didn't because everyone else around me was doing the opposite. And I felt like, okay, now I can be normal. Now I can fit in. You don't have to fit in, especially if you had a life, some kind of weird or heavy, you know, just rest, eat well, take care of yourself, love yourself. Another thing is treat yourself with love. I grew up in a family where love wasn't safe. If you didn't disrespect yourself, you were automatically weird or bullied, or someone would get mad at me because I was loving myself. And so I learned that I couldn't treat myself with respect. I couldn't eat what I wanted to eat. I couldn't listen to my body when I was tired. I couldn't, you know, even just touch my hair with love and see my beauty in the mirror or whatever, or dress myself in a way I did like myself in some way. I couldn't. So I've learned through the years that was dangerous. And now I was looking at myself. You need to be very self-aware of how are you treating yourself, not just the words you're saying towards yourself, but even how do you touch yourself? How do you treat yourself generally? Why you're constantly overeating? Why you're under eating? Why you starve yourself? You know, why don't you listen to your body and find your own balance that is different from everyone else? You know, so do that. Start like looking yourself from the outside. And why do you wash your face so violently or brush your hair with no love? You know, just be kind and have fun with yourself. You know, enjoy being in your own body, in your own skin, because it's yours. Like the most valuable thing you have now in this moment. And if you don't enjoy that, what are you going to enjoy? Be selfish, not self-indulgent. Be selfish. Everyone is selfish. I understood this too late, because if you're not selfish, for you in your mind, that doesn't exist. And if someone treats you like, for you, it's your fault. You did something, you know? You don't deserve to be treated in an unselfish way. But no, it's not your fault. Everyone is selfish. So be selfish. Otherwise, you'll die. Love enough yourself to be selfish. Think for yourself and your overall well-being before doing favors and running around for everyone else but you. What do you like to do? What do you like to be? Why are you constantly doing things you don't actually like? Why? Why are you doing this to yourself? Okay, another thing is use your time to do things to become who do you really want to be. You keep saying you don't have time. We all have the same time. So that is not the real problem. The real problem is that you feel you can't use your time in a way that you actually want, in a way that you actually need. So ask yourself why. Ask yourself, why do you do that? Why do you feel like that? What is going to happen if you really use your time for yourself? Cutting out everything else that is not going to benefit you or your life. And if something bad is going to happen, that's exactly what you should do. Because then you'll be free from everything that is taking space and energy in your life. And you're not going anywhere. For who? For who?